It's no secret San Diego County is an expensive place to live, but life has gotten extra pricey over the past couple of years, and evictions are stressing out many renters.
We figured when the property was sold, at some point we were going to give a notice to vacate.
And that's exactly what happened to George Rolls. He got that notice just after San Diego's no-fault eviction moratorium was lifted in September. He was told to be out of his Hillcrest home 2 weeks before Christmas. And now, his living situation has gotten a lot more expensive.
And then trying to find something in this market, coming from where we have been, at a reasonable rent for 15 years, and finding something now that my rent is literally being quadrupled.
Yeah, so this is...
Situations like that are making many contemplate their future in the region, especially those with lower incomes.
So I'm moving back home to Arkansas. I'm going to be staying with family for a while. I already have a job there. I already got hired at a Starbucks down there.
We talked to Lila Miller when she was packing up her belongings in Chula Vista. She'd fallen behind on rent and got an eviction notice. The cost of living priced her out of renting elsewhere in San Diego.
Everything else was just too expensive or too far away from where I was working. A lot of them were like $2,200, $2,400, all the way up to like $3,000 an apartment for like a 2-bedroom just like this.
This is a region-wide problem,
University of San Diego economics professor Alan Jin says in a housing market that is both expensive and in short supply,
the expiration of eviction protection is going to make the problem worse. So people at the low end had some protection, but now they could be susceptible then to eviction. And if that's the case, then many of them will have to leave the region.
San Diego is one of the most expensive.
Jeff Tucker is an economist with Zillow. He says San Diego County got roughly 33% more expensive during the pandemic. It's now the 4th highest priced metro area in the U.S. Tucker says that's why San Diegans are moving to other counties at a higher rate than in the past.
Riverside, San Bernardino counties, LA, and the OC. All these places have seen a pretty substantial increase in the number of home seekers, both buyers and renters, coming from the San Diego area.
The U.S. Census Bureau says last year San Diego County lost population for the first time in a decade. Tucker says remote work is giving people more flexibility.
This really is a story of people looking to find a place where they can make ends meet, where they can sort of reach their American dream of a place of their own, maybe home ownership and a house that fits their family. And that is increasingly infeasible in San Diego for the middle and working classes.
And those who don't leave San Diego, like George Rolls, are finding other ways to cut back.
We had a decent amount of disposable income, but now most of our money is going to have to go to actually physically living.
Miller says if she didn't move back to Arkansas, she'd likely end up homeless.
I do hope to come back to California. I really do love it here. It's too expensive. Like I'm working so hard. Like I work 12 to 16 hours a day sometimes, and I still can't afford to live here, even with a roommate in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Jin sees one clear answer for the long-term solution.
And what's really needed is what some people call workforce housing. That is housing then for people who are kind of in the middle. These are going to be your teachers, they're going to be your police officers, your normal working people who want to live in San Diego but can't afford it at this point.
For the short term, renters are hoping for stronger tenant protections. The San Diego City Council will consider an updated tenant protection ordinance early next year. Jacob Aere, KPBS News.